This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And what else do you like talking about? I'm your host, Maxwell Cerusia.
And I'm your host who wish people had standards these days, Davis Bates.
This episode, we're moving away from the nerd to talk about PGA, Liv Golf, and the disastrous merger they decided to do. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo.
Dark day in golf history.
Yeah, it really is. This is not. No bueno. I don't like this.
No bueno.
No bueno. I don't like this.
No
This
good.
is bad. So.
No muy bueno.
Oh, God. I didn't mean to do the Spanish thing. Yeah, you're trying to learn Spanish. So, for those of you not in the golf world who haven't been paying attention or anything like that, about a year or two ago, there is another golf tour that came onto the scene that was affiliated with the PGA called Liv Golf, L-I-V. And they started poaching players, giving them all these bags of money and all this stuff, and they were getting players away from the PGA and a lot of money. We're talking lots of money. And they can do that because they're backed by Saudi Arabia, who hates people. So
and he has human rights violations.
Exactly, hates people. So the whole there's this whole controversy, and everyone was like, "You're kind of immoral for doing this," and PGA was like, "You're immoral for doing this." And I honestly think we have an episode on this already too. But the point was I know the PGA definitely was doing it, was definitely saying these things just because they wanted to save money and stuff. But they did have a moral standpoint to come from, this is bad.
Yes.
We should not take money from Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
But a lot of golfers went over there anyways, and then there was this giant split in the golfing world, and there was the PGA Tour golfers who were like, yeah, no, bye, goodbye, we don't like you. And then there was the Liv golfers who were like, yeah, we don't like you either, but we still want to play in your tournaments. And PGA was like, no, we're not going to do that.
And then they did.
They folded pretty hard on that one. To the point where Brooks Koepka just won a friggin' major tournament, I think.
Yeah, he won the PGA Championship.
Oh, that's right, he did win that son of a bitch. So that all happened, and the controversy was still ongoing and everything until about yesterday, when
It was yesterday, yes. Well,
or 2 days ago. 2 days ago when this episode comes
yesterday, what we're recording 2 days ago on the podcast.
Yeah. So, it comes out on Twitter, of all places, that the PGA Tour, Liv Golf, and one other tour, I don't know what it is.
Dip, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Some tour I don't know about.
Yeah.
Are merging
Into the PGA Tour.
Exactly. It's so apparently, the PGA Tour is now being backed by Saudi Arabia now. Is what's happening.
Yes. So Joey Mahanahan, the president of the PGA, or commissioner, or whatever. Yeah, he pretty much threatened PGA players to go, if you were going to go to the Liv Tour.
Yeah.
He pretty much made it out to be if you go over there, you're the biggest trader. You're not going to play in PGA events and all this kind of stuff. A lot of players probably said no, not for moral reasons. They probably said no because they want to stay in the PGA.
Yeah.
Now that Liv's back, right back in the PGA, all the players who went to Liv, who took the bag,
Took millions.
Yeah.
We're talking hundreds of millions.
They offered Tiger Woods $930 million.
Yeah, just shy of $1 billion.
And he said no.
Yeah. Good for Tiger.
Not that he fucking needs it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But
none
of that matters now.
But Will Zalatoris was offered $140 million from Liv. He denied it. He's made $17 million in his career. Now, $70 million is a lot of money. We're not saying poor PGA players, like the ones who were offered money, poor them, because they were all pretty good. However, $17 million and $140 million are completely different.
Yes, they're insanely different numbers.
They are insane.
They're now my children have inheritance for the next 8 generations sort of money.
They were they showed recently Hideki Matsuyama, who won the Masters 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
He left not the PGA Championship, the Memorial Tournament. That was recently. He took Spirit Airlines.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We did talk about that a little bit too. It's it's funny because we talked about that in an earlier episode of maybe they should just stop taking private jets everywhere and they won't have to worry about so much money problems. But that's, good for him though.
Spirit's a little aggressive.
Yeah, it is a little aggressive.
Yeah,
maybe
he might be Delta. Or
he might be a little too frugal. But regardless,
or maybe he just he doesn't speak English. Maybe he just doesn't know.
Oh, maybe it could be.
Maybe he's why is the flight so cheap?
Oh, maybe that could be it.
I'm not saying he's an idiot. I'm just saying
Language barriers.
Language barriers.
I'd make a mistake if I went over to Japan.
I don't
China?
know a single airport besides Malaysian Airlines because of that.
Oh, we know that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The crash, and then there's a. I want to. There is a Middle Eastern one. If someone said it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I know that one. I don't know why. Oh, because one time I googled like best planes.
Okay.
Like most like comfortable planes.
I do know there's a lot of foreign airlines that have like insane first classes, like insane ones.
So and I remember
have like
that
showers on the plane.
And I can't. It might have been United Arab
Emirates
one. But anyways, so yeah, what a slap in the face to all these players.
Yeah.
What's it? Taking the money is not the move. Like we'll stand here and we will say it's hard from our point of view, but like if Saudi Arabia offered me $100 billion, I'd probably say yes.
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, but I'm not already a millionaire.
This is also true. I am a relatively very low class.
Yeah.
So
if I was a millionaire and more people listen to the podcast, actually, if we were making like 80 grand off the podcast,
I was making just money,
nothing off the podcast.
Yes.
But if we had more people listening to me, like 80 grand off the podcast, that's all we did. And like Saudi Arabia was like, I'll give you $10 million. I'd say no.
Yeah, probably at that point. It's like, why would I I'm making good enough money. I have enough of a living over here. Like I don't need that. Like
I know,
and I get to keep my conscience.
A lot of people will probably completely disagree that I would say no or you'd say no. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I can't 100% say I'd 100% say no.
I could say no to a certain money extent.
If they're like $500 million, I'm saying yes.
I would say personally, if they crack 200 million, then I'd crumble. I'd crumble after that. It's like
absolutely.
It's like whatever. Yeah. This point where I'm just like
I'd probably be like 50 million. That's a lot of money. They say you need 10 million. If you had 10 million, you could live the rest of your life.
Really?
Yeah. So like, it's like 50 million. It's like, and then I'd be super charitable.
Oh yeah, to all the things that Saudi Arabia doesn't like.
Yeah, women, LGBT.
Yep.
Christians.
Yep.
Dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't like
I
dogs.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Muslims don't like dogs. It's really funny because Hindus really like dogs.
You're more versed in the world than I am.
Okay. So they would have slapped in the face all these players who probably would have took money.
Yeah, honestly, they probably would have. But it's ridiculous. I just don't. And what's worse too is that most of these players found out over Twitter. Like they did not tell the players and not tell them anything. It's like, I know you guys say like, oh, it's golf. Like, players are disjointed, disconnected. They don't really need to be known these things. But it's like I liken it to the NFL league. It's the players need to know what's going on in the league. Like this is their job. They're members of this league. Like they're essentially employed by the PGA. Mm-hmm. So it'd be nice to have people telling them what's going on. Like they had players meetings about not going to live. And like watching Netflix Full Swing documentary, they talk about it all there.
Speaking of which, the next one's going to be...
This is going to be... I mean, unless it's...
Damn you, Netflix.
I know.
Fuck you, Netflix.
I know. Oh yeah, I hate that I'm sponsoring them right now.
I know. But
don't worry. Sponsors.
Yep. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Fuck them.
That said, though, I mean, Netflix offered me money right now. I wouldn't mind.
If Netflix offered us money?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I would take the Netflix money,
yeah.
I don't care. That way then I could pay for extra
lives. That's not like human rights violations.
This is very true. That's very true.
That's just like, damn you for making your product more expensive.
Yes, exactly, yes.
Yeah, no. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. They had to throw in a few free Netflix accounts, but yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, yes. I mean, first of all, I feel like that would have to come with the sponsorship.
Right.
What was that guy on, he was on Mythical Kitchen, Jack... It was a Chipotle one. You really liked the episode.
Oh, the gamer guy.
Yeah, Jack.
I don't know his name. I don't know his company.
Jack Danger or something like that.
I think he might be right on that one.
Yeah.
Danger something.
Yeah. He was sponsored by Chipotle, and they gave him a card, and he could just go every day and get Chipotle. But he got too much that they were like, all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like, all right.
Like, you're done. You're done.
But the Full Swing documentary is going to be sick. And you're absolutely right. Yeah, like
it's not already done though. That's the question.
No, it's not done.
It's not done yet.
They're filming right now. I think they're going to film all the way till whatever the fucking last event is of the
Ryder
season.
Cup.
No, not the Ryder Cup. The last event of the season. Golf is technically a season. Most people don't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't know that till Full Swing. I just paid attention to certain events. I didn't know there was like a whole point system involved.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the last tournament, whatever the last tournament is, where they win a shit ton of money. But where Rory won like $40 million. But they'll probably film to the end of that.
Okay,
because they're probably filming the season.
That's cool. Oh, well, Netflix is gonna be loving this then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they
content.
They tweeted like they're like, oh, we're getting it all.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
So like, I'm very excited for that. But I think you're absolutely right. I think one of the most upsetting things is, and I think you make this point really well, is that a lot of people don't associate PGA with like players, but like golf is probably one of the most player forward sports. Like as in like without their players, the sport is literally nothing.
Yes.
I know that works. I know that's like, you're like, wait, that's all sports. But it's like, you know, like in a lot of sports, like offensive linemen, people don't even know their names.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
You know, their players
gaps can be filled in in a football team, in a soccer team. Like, yes. And you know, like, you know, a few big names on the team and everything, and that's great. But push comes to shove, they could pull some nobody college kid into the draft and he can play. He'd be bad, but he could play and maybe make a name for himself. Problem with golf is, you're making a good point there, is that like, I mean, other than the top 10, who do you know? Like, who does the regular person know? Not you. That's a rhetorical question.
Okay.
But the fame of those players and like the skill they bring makes it. I don't know any college golf kids at all. And like
that one, I don't know if you saw the one 13-year-old's like playing to see if he gets in the Open.
Is that possible? Is there an age restriction?
I don't think so.
Oh my god,
it's a score restriction.
Oh my god, what happens? Yeah, if a 13-year-old comes out and fucking wipes the floor. Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
I'd be pissed. No, I'd be pissed because I'd be like, golf is so hard, you motherfucker. like, god damn you. Like, listen, like some 20-year-old, sure, whatever, you did it, awesome. But like, if a kid's like like, what was I saw a video of like, it's like, I took my kid out, like, you know, he's 13, he's got his first hole in one, and my buddy said it, he's like, oh, look at that, good for that kid, fuck him.
Yep, exactly. That's the exact feeling right there.
Yeah. But you're right. Yeah. Their players are everything.
Yeah.
They're also, and it's an individual sport. Like it's just like the PGA does not provide any aspect of entertainment.
No.
They don't. Like
no.
Like football, they got like the, you know, like you go to a stadium, like PGA doesn't own golf courses.
People don't tailgate golf courses if you didn't guess that one.
No, because it's like what? It's like fucking like 7 a.m. a lot of times.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, that wouldn't stop Bills fans, but
no, it would not.
But they don't own these golf courses.
No, they don't.
No,
they don't own the golf courses. They don't own anything. I mean, they don't even own the players. Honestly, there's not contracts other than just you play for the PGA. I guess with this whole new thing.
That's
they did.
True. Yeah.
But other than that, like, you know, every player can move whatever way they want. It's not like you're locked into a team like in soccer or the NFL, or I don't even doing soccer, baseball. I don't even like soccer, like baseball.
One of the highest paid athletes in the world is soccer. So
yeah, I don't care.
No, I meant like that. So it's like a good example. Like,
yeah. Okay. Fine. Sure.
Make mad money.
But yeah, I was going with, and they slapped players in the face by just announcing this over Twitter as opposed to telling them. Colin Morikawa had a great tweet. It was like, I love getting all my news about my job from Twitter in the morning.
I love that tweet.
That was hilarious.
That was a good one.
And so now we just have all these players. I mean, I'd be pissed as hell if I was those players. Even if I wasn't offered money by Liv, I'd still be like, you like made a whole point. This is a moral standpoint. We got to stick together. We went to players meetings, like closed door players meetings, where Rory and Tiger pretty much like set the standard of like, this is what we got to do. Like, there's gonna be mandatory events now, like formal mandatory events you have to go to like.
Rory fucked that up.
Yeah, of course he did. Rory has not been the best spearhead on this one. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel bad for him for, you know, they scapegoated him.
Yeah, 100%.
They put him in the front, so he took all the blunt instead of the Mahana in there. I don't know if I'm saying this right now, but I don't really give a fuck. Because fuck that guy, the commissioner of PGA.
Who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, he like took like he pretty much put Rory in the front of it.
Yep. It's like you're gonna be the sponge right now and take all this. Where we thought he was a spearhead, he was actually just a sponge.
Yeah.
It's like that's all I want him to do. It's like, oh, so stupid. So I just don't understand. PGA management, kind of a bit of assholes here. Like, this is
huge
stupid.
Assholes.
This is so stupid to do.
Incredibly. Not even on the level of like, say, Saudi backed money. Let's just take the Saudi thing off the table for a second. You literally were like, this is terrible. You can't go there. All this kind of stuff, like blah blah. Put Rory in the front, blah blah. And then behind closed doors, you made a deal that benefits you.
Yeah.
And then you turn around. You're immoral.
Yeah.
For doing this. Then you turn around, and then this pisses me off. His comments about like why they did it was like, it's good for the fans and you guys. And I'm like, don't try.
Yeah.
You know how the fans felt about Liv.
Yeah.
The fans hated Liv.
Yes.
Viewership of the PGA has been up and the Liv has been down because it's garbage.
Yes.
You have some of the best golfers like out there in Liv, and no one gave a fuck.
Nope.
And first of all, everyone who went to Liv events, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, seriously.
Like honestly, like.
See, Bert Kreischer went to one, and I was like,
know,
"Why are you doing that, man?"
They have team golf.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
I like it for the Ryder Cup. That's fun.
Yeah.
But like
they were aggressive with their team golf. I don't know how the Ryder Cup works, but isn't Ryder Cup like pairs?
No.
Okay.
Ryder Cup, like there's like individual days where two people go against each other. Then
Okay.
there's like there is like pairs day.
That's by country. That's Ryder Cup's by country, isn't it? That's the team basing.
Oh, okay. It's EU versus
okay.
United States.
Okay. I was
The
thinking
EU
of something else.
versus North America.
Okay. I was thinking about someone else.
So yeah.
Okay.
If they're like, oh, we're gonna bring team events and more. I'm like, what? This is a
Team events
classic.
are dumb.
This is a classic. We talk about this all the time about our jobs ourselves. When like everything's going well and management's like, well, let's just change it up.
Why not?
Is that like golf has never been more popular?
Yep.
Like
it
probably
that's
has.
facts.
That's okay. That might be a lie. I don't know.
Maybe during the age of Tiger, maybe it was a lot more.
Maybe Age of Tiger and Jack Nicholson way back in the day when like literally like it was only white people walking around.
Okay.
And they were the only ones deciding what was entertaining.
Okay. Fair.
But now everyone gets to, which is great. And golf is just getting more popular.
Yeah, it really is. Like,
And instead of them being like them being like, oh, let's just keep it going. It's going well. So, we got free publicity off this Liv thing.
Yes.
Fuck
great,
them.
yeah.
But they're like, let's change it. And it's like, why? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, you had a good thing going.
It's like Wizards of the Coast when they were like,
Oh God,
everything's going so well. Let's change it.
Yep. Let's just like throw that monkey wrench in there.
Sports is so much harder to boycott, though.
Yeah, it really is. I'm not gonna boycott the. I'm not gonna boycott the PGA over this. I'm not.
It's impossible.
I'm not
boycotting. You can't watch golf.
Yeah, I'm not boycotting golf. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not boycotting my few entertainments that I really enjoy. That said, yeah, I'll bitch about this from now until the friggin'.
I wish the players did though.
Yeah, me too. They're gonna roll over on this. So at least be like,
Rory
whatever.
already did.
Yeah, I know. This be like, whatever. Money. We want more money.
I literally though, it's like, oh my god. The one thing that makes me so mad is I know every Liv golf player is like partying right now.
Oh, 100%. And there's memes about it like crazy.
Yeah, I really hope, and I never hope for this kind of things. I hope there's a fist fight at a PGA event where one golfer's like, you know what, fuck this guy, and just goes beats the shit out of him.
That'd be nice.
Phil Mickelson, fuck you. No one likes you, dude. You see, he tweeted like yesterday. He's like, "What a beautiful day." I was like, I hate you.
Oh my god, he's so annoying.
I
That's so
hate
annoying.
you.
Why? Why are you just? Ugh.
Dude, this president commissioner Rory, he's going straight to hell.
Probably, yeah.
Dude, this is immoral as hell.
It really is. Like you fucked over your entire like loyal player base.
Yep.
Well, I say loyal. You threatened them into staying. So you
Yeah.
you just like, don't worry about that anymore. And what gets me too is that like there was no talk of this happening.
Nope.
It was like it seems like it was like, just like they was like all behind. They were completely behind closed doors, and they like put together really fast.
Yeah. Who they said? They said they were gonna call. The one person said something like, "Oh, did you call this person?" Like they were about to like release it or something, and they're like, "Oh, I'm calling him right now," and it's like, dude, what the? And then they released it. But the other thing is like what I hate about this stupid president Joey Mahanahan, whatever, is he's like in the Saudi Arabia like thing to like 9/11.
What?
Which
What?
yeah. Let me. I'll try to pull up the actual thing. But he literally openly was like,
he's used general politician rhetoric.
he just openly was like, Saudi Arabia is like awful. Like they have bad human rights. And it's like, oh yeah, dude, totally. We
get that, yeah.
Said it multiple times, and then you just take money from them.
Yep. Oh, so you're just all those bad things you said. You're those things, right? Like you are now those things. Oh my god, that's just so annoying. And like, it is one of those things too. It's like I'm a big fan of capitalism and all that stuff, but it's like at one point, like guys, just like chill with the greed and the money. Like you guys are making so much money. Golf has so much money in it already. You don't need this deal. What are you doing? And I hate that people like Brooks Koepka and Justin Thomas. Yeah, no, not Justin Thomas. Dustin
Johnson.
That was his name. Getting like the some of the biggest douchebags out there, just getting off scot free, and now are frigging multi-cajillionaires. It's like it's ridiculous. I like to play more golf.
Yeah.
Survivor Chili.
Sorry, no, I'm trying to. Mr. Monahan. Yeah.
Moynihan.
Talked last summer about knowing people who lost loved ones at 9/11, then wondering aloud on national television whether Liv golfers ever had to apologize for being a member of the PGA Tour.
What?
our 9/11 community has been betrayed by Commissioner Monahan and the PGA, as it appears they concerned for our loved ones were merely. Oh, he like pretty much just used like a 9/11 thing as like be like, look at us.
Yeah, of course.
But regardless, he's like shit all over like human rights violations nonstop, and a lot of people did too. And then he's just like, I don't care.
Yep, I don't care. It's fine. We're good.
Yeah,
that didn't apply to us.
I was talking to this one guy at work today, Brian, the golfer, and he goes, that guy needs to be fired. And I was like, oh really? That's all? I was like, in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd like him to be fired, but is that all? And he's like, fired directly into the fucking sun. I was like, okay.
That is the energy we need right now.
I really don't like this guy. Like,
no,
I
jerk.
Like, I get it. Like, yeah, every one of these people in the high up PGA are probably douchebags, rich, super, and they have shady shit going down.
Country club people all the way.
Country club people, shady shit going down. I get that. But like this, it just stinks of immoral.
It does. Like, it reeks of it.
And it's no hiding it.
Not at all.
That's what I don't like. It's like openly immoral.
Yeah.
And then to be like thinking all the PGA fans are so fucking dumb that they're like, we did this for you.
Yeah. That's so annoying. It's like, this is my gift to you.
Yeah.
For golf unity.
Yeah. This will make golf better. And it's like, fuck you.
Yeah. Go to hell.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
It's like the episode of South Park with the BP oil spill, and they're like, sorry.
Oh yeah, oops. They're not even saying sorry though. They're just they're literally acting like we like that.
They did us a favor.
Yeah, exactly. After I just don't like a complete 180 of just like up until like last week too. They were so shitting on Liv Golf, and then it's like, and we're done with that now.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It was fun while we did it, guys. It was a fun little haha we had, but now let's get real here.
That guy shit on it hard.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like he was like, oh no, I don't like Liv Golf. Human rights violations. He was constantly was like, oh my god,
terrible.
If players even think of leaving, if you even think of leaving, you'll never golf a PGA Tour event again.
Yes, it was a hardcore like that. I remember those, and I was like, there's points where I was like, well, a little aggressive, but hey, I hate Liv Golf too, so whatever. But now I was just like, you mean none of it.
Yeah, bad guys win
every time.
Not every time.
Okay, this time.
Like let's 7 out of 10, 6 times.
No, it's probably honestly 4 out of 10. I'm just really depressed over this.
Let's say big money, bad guys win.
Sure, yeah. When big money's evil, 6 out of 10.
Because Saudi Arabia is always winning.
Yeah, apparently. Jesus Christ, yeah.
Qatar.
Oh my god, I forgot they had soccer there. Or the World Cup, whatever.
Listen, this like isn't like against like all the people who live in these countries, blah blah blah. Your governments are corrupt. Our government's semi-corrupt too, sure, yeah. But like at least like people are allowed to be gay here.
Just saying,
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.